Well, after the brilliant point that we got away at Liverpool, we then entertained Wolves at Deepdale. And although we played better than I've seen us play for months. We seemed sharp. We were at it. We actually had a goal disallowed. And again, those are the kind of things you don't want to happen when you're stuck in a relegation battle. And in the end, we lost 2-0. And with that, I've been called back into the chairman's office again. So it's the same message again. The board wish to hold a meeting with you regarding your position at the club, so let's attend the meeting. We are not happy with your current performance and are considering your position at the club. We would like to know why you think the team has performed so badly. So my options are a bit limited now. I think I'm just going to say I'll hold my hands up and admit we've not been great, but if you give me one more month in charge, I promise things will look a lot better. Hand on heart, I don't know whether I can actually. We're prepared to give you a month, but if the expected improvement doesn't materialise, we shall be talking to you again. You should be aware that failure to live up to the promises you have made here could result in the termination of your contract. We believe it's important to stay on good terms with you, so hopefully we can continue to work together to build a positive future at the club. Okay, so to just be serious for a second, the reason that I took the Preston job because I live in Preston. Although I am a Manchester City fan, Preston hold a spot in my heart really. That's why I came here, and I had a really good season with them last season. I kept them away from the relegation area in the first season that I took over, and the second season I got them promoted as champions, and I felt really proud of that. I live in Preston. I'm not a Prestonian. I'm a Mancunian, but I've lived in Preston for quite a number of years now. I do feel a great attachment to the club. Now, I've got a difficult decision to make because I kind of feel as though if I stay in charge of the club, we're going to get relegated. If I give somebody else a chance, there is a slim chance that they might be able to turn it round. I can't guarantee that, but they might be able to turn it round, keep Preston North End in the Premier League, and that's the promised land. That's where the money is. Maybe next season there might be a few more funds available and they might be able to kick on. The team that we've got at the moment isn't really capable, I don't think, of getting mid-table. Maybe next season, kicking on, they might be able to get mid-table. Who knows, the season after, bit of European football, you never know. They've obviously got to stay there, and that's the decision I've got to make now. Do I stick with them and potentially get relegated? I'm going to lose my job anyway. If we get relegated, I'm not going to be at Preston North End next season, so I don't get another chance. Or do I hand it over to somebody else, let the Preston board bring somebody else in? I like to think of myself as quite an honest, humble person, and I kind of feel like that's the right thing to do. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So the new manager has got 7 games to try and turn it round. And it's with a heavy heart. We've received and accepted your resignation. The board would like to thank you for your service and wish you all the best in your future endeavours. Gaffer quits Deepdale Post. So that's a very sad moment for me. My intention always with Preston North End was to get them in the Premier League, and I did think that I had what it would take to keep them there and progress. Obviously, that's not been the case. But I think what we're going to do now is we're going to jump to the end of the season, and let's just see whether a new manager managed to keep them in there or not. Hopefully, fingers crossed, he did, because I always want the best for Preston North End. Well, we're now the 15th of May and the season has finished, and let's have a quick look and see where Preston finished in the league. and unfortunately they did get relegated. So after the Wolves game where we lost it to 2-1, I put a couple of, we had a couple of free weeks, so I put a couple of friendlies in there just to try and keep us motivated, get spirits up. We won both of those, but then we came back against Brentford, lost 2-0, Tottenham lost 1-0. We actually beat Brighton 2-1, but then we played City and lost 4-2. Arsenal we lost 2-0. Villa we lost 1-0. And on the last day of the season, we had a 1-1 draw against Watford. So that's very sad. I kind of hoped that with me out of the picture and somebody else coming in, sometimes temporary manager or new manager syndrome can see a bump in a team's performance and statistics. But unfortunately that didn't happen, and Preston will be playing Championship football again next season. As for me, well, I'm going to have a little bit of a holiday now. I'm going to assess my options over the summer. Obviously, I'll be looking for a new club to go to, and I'm quite excited about a new chapter in my career. So you certainly haven't seen the last from the Gobby Gaffer. I shall be back. Stay tuned. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. If it's the kind of thing that you'd like to see more of, please subscribe to my channel, give me a like, and we'll see you next time for more from me, the Gobby Gaffer.